Alexander Reed has spent 31 years behind bars for a murder he says he didn't commit, a triple homicide in Buffalo in 1994. He reached out to a unit in the Attorney General's office called the Conviction Review Bureau that's supposed to help people like him. It's launched in 2012. It was supposed to reinvestigate wrongful conviction claims. I'm part of a team of reporters working for Columbia Journalism Investigations and New York Focus. We spent more than a year investigating the Bureau, and we found that the unit almost never reinvestigates wrongful conviction claims submitted by applicants. When it does, it's overly deferential to the prosecutors who won these convictions in the first place. Javon Reed is Alexander Reed's nephew. As a child, he would visit his uncle in prison, and as an adult, he's become his uncle's biggest advocate. The two of them spent years trying to get the Attorney General's attention, and when they did finally get in touch with the Attorney General's Bureau, it didn't go as they hoped. Reed and his nephew tried to reach the Attorney General's Bureau in December 2016, November 2017, and April 2018. Among the documents that we collected from the Attorney General's Bureau, we didn't find any evidence that they ever responded to these first 3 attempts at contact. Almost exactly 2 years in, on the 4th try, Javon finally got a response from the AG Bureau. The sole staff member at the Bureau told Javon that his uncle needed to go back to the DA who prosecuted him. Javon pushed back. He wrote, "Is there anything you can do other than referring me to the same people who locked my uncle up in the first place?" At this point, the Bureau told Javon that his uncle needed to apply in writing, despite the fact that he had already done so. Reed did apply again, but the AG Bureau did what they do to almost every applicant. They sent his records to the DA that prosecuted him, the exact thing that Javon was afraid of. I reached out to the DA's office more than 5 years later. They told me that they declined to investigate. This was the first that Reed or his family learned that his case had been dropped. Reed's case is typical of applicants to the AG Bureau. Of the more than 800 cases that our team reviewed, we only identified 5 that received a reinvestigation. In the meantime, Reed marked his 71st birthday in a prison cell at Attica. He recently had a heart attack, and his family worries he doesn't have much time to get a second chance. You can learn more about Reed's case and others at nysfocus.com.